Woohoo! We are back.
Yes, I'm so
Uh,
excited.
we had so much fun on your channel. Or I had. I'm sure you did too, but I had a
Yeah,
lot of fun on your channel.
I had a ton of fun too getting to hang with you.
Uh-huh. I was about to say we have a guest who just walked behind the wall over there. What's your
Oh,
was it
Walter. Walter forever is creeping behind me here. That's why I got rid of the Walter cam on my streams because
uh-huh.
I set up this whole luxurious cat corner for him. When I
Hmm.
tell you, I put so much time into that cat corner and he does not sit there at all.
Uh-uh.
So I think I'm gonna have to get him like another cat tower or something to sit right by me because he just can't
Oh.
settle while I stream. But
So I have a Basenji, which is a dog breed, and they are so cat-like. So it's just weird how like I will do things that I feel like most dogs love or would love to have done to them, and he's just like, I don't really know what you're doing right now, but I'm just gonna go the opposite direction of
oh
you
my
right now. I'm
gosh,
just going to
oh
avoid you. But I love it because in my head, I'm like, I'm a cat person, so having a dog that's like a cat just fits. It just makes sense
yeah,
to me.
yeah. No, that
Uh,
totally works.
Yay! Okay, so I'm going to return the favor. Do what you did for your intro. Would you like to introduce yourself while I
Oh,
say hello to a couple people in the chat?
of course, I would love to, DW. Thank you for that lovely intro. So I'm Evelyn Black. My handle is at Evelyn. I really should memorize this. I think it's at Evelyn Black 394. I
Mm,
think DW has it linked down below too as a
I do.
pro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I would expect nothing less. So I'm linked down below. Um, and I used to do vlogs. I think I put one up in like my most recent one is like 4 months old or something. But I am now live a lot. I'm live more often than I'm not. I
Hmm.
say it as a joke, but it's almost not a joke. um, so that is pretty much the sphere of YouTube that I live in. And I
Hmm.
do post on Instagram stories every once in a while, but it's usually just reminders of when I'm going live. So
Mm,
you can follow me on Instagram if you want to keep track of special edition streams and
yeah.
stuff, but I do a pretty good job of posting them on YouTube too. But yeah, it's a fun time and I get to connect with other wonderful writers like DW here.
Hmm. Hmm.
And yeah, just get to be a part of the authortube community, which is really fun.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone knows by now, but Evelyn Black is the stream queen, hands down. There are
You are
many
way
people.
too sweet to me.
There are many people who have come before us. I always give a shout out to the troublemakers who have a fantastic thing going
Yes.
on their channel, and they've been doing it for 4 or 5 years. Go check them out. But ever, ever, ever since Evelyn has come on the scene, I feel like the streaming game has just changed. Like
Oh,
it's
thank
way more
you.
interactive. It is. Um, Going to every one of her streams, you could just feel like people are going there to see a fantastic host do her thing the entire time. So I have been one of her fans for
Gosh.
the longest, and I'm so excited to have you on.
Oh,
Yes, you're the best.
you are the best. You're the absolute sweetest for saying all of that, DW. Like, I cannot even tell you. That just makes my heart like skip, you know?
Not us
It's so
both about to
special.
cry. Oh my gosh,
I
we're
know.
emotional.
It's so sweet. I was like, dude, I gotta cover my face here because I'm gonna start blushing like crazy and everything.
I am
Oh
dead.
my gosh. Well, yeah, this has been so like honestly, the live streaming has just been so huge as far as if I can be totally honest with you, and this is not
Mhm.
super deep or anything, but genuinely, when I started AuthorTube, I was like, I'm gonna do just vlogs. I'm not touching streaming with a 10-foot pole. And I did not expect to make any friends. And it
Yeah,
wasn't because I didn't want them. It was just I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna slot in the way everyone else does, where they
yeah,
all kind of like interconnect and it's this big, beautiful spider web of like,
yeah.
you know, everyone
Hmm.
supporting one another. And I was just like, that just seems so hard and beyond me to like break into.
Hmm.
And the streaming has just been huge for like, it's even been helpful, I feel like, with my social anxiety in real life,
Yeah.
because you meet so many new people and they prove to be so wonderful, like yourself, like DW. And I was telling DW, like, It was so special when you reached out to ask me to stream, and it was so cute because you were like, I'm surprised you said yes. I'm like, of course I said yes. I love you guys. Like, I love everyone that's on, like, everyone that is a part of the Blacklisted Writers
Mhm.
group. I love all of you.
Yeah.
You know, to give her a shout out, Ash was one of the first people I ever connected with on
Hmm.
authortube, you know?
Same.
So this feels very special and very like full circle in its own way, you know, for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just so grateful for
Oh.
all the wonderful writers and DW and everyone on Blacklisted. It's just been so special.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
y'all. Literally, I'm about to cry. I'm not really about to cry, but if you see a tear running down my face, no, you didn't, okay?
Yeah, exactly. No, you did it. That goes for both of us because I feel like this has just been such a special stream. So
Uh,
who knows where the night could take us, you know?
I know, I know. Also, yeah, on Evelyn's channel, she did the wheel to see what we were going to land on, and of course, we landed on Wheel of Doom. But next time, if I join again, if you'll have me again,
Oh,
um,
100%.
I will be locked in and ready for a Wheel of Doom. But
Okay.
yeah,
Sounds like a
this
deal. You're
time,
gonna regret. You know this is on video, right? It's
yes.
it's on video, and I can pull it up and find it for the official record.
The
Just
funny thing
saying.
is, I don't think I've sprinted, as in like had like a writing window of time that was longer than like 30 minutes. So yeah, the Wheel of Doom will be testing every bit of me, I'm sure.
You can do it. I believe in you. I have faith.
Oh, thanks, thanks. We'll say hello to a few more people who joined. Christina, I think I left off around you. Hello. Yes, we will definitely be doing at least one. Well, we'll just do one because we love to chat.
Oh yeah,
We'll
we
do
got a gap.
one writing sprint. Um, if you guys have a preference on which one, like what, how many minutes, please let us know. I'm down to do anything. Yeah, 35 was great last time. We'll see what we do this time. Anna joined. Hello, hello.
Love
I
Anna.
know, I do too. I really do. And then one of my faves, Katie. Yes, I said the troublemaker name, and she appeared.
She
Thank you.
spawned.
Yes, she spawned. She's one of my favorites too. And then honestly, okay, so the funny thing is you shouted out Tanya on the previous stream, and I do have to shout out her for a similar reason in the sense that like Tanya is one of the most supportive viewers out
Mm-hmm.
there. If you go
100%.
to any of our old Blacklisted streams, she is one of the first people who's commenting on our stuff. She has to catch it like in a different time because she's moved around a little bit. So she's, I think, I know in a different time zone, but I don't know which one. But
Yeah.
yeah, she's one of my favorite people. So I love you, Tanya. You're
Yeah.
fantastic.
Tanya is awesome. And you know who else falls in that category with Tanya, I would say? Do you know who
Who?
I'm gonna say? Sarita.
Oh, absolutely. Hands down.
Sarita deserves her flowers too. Tanya
Yeah.
and Sarita. And
Hmm.
Tanya is yeah, pretty damn supportive. I never
Yeah,
curse, but I have to say, like, both of them really know how to show up and show
they do.
out for
Hmm.
like the community. So
Yeah.
big props. Yeah.
Definitely. Hello, hello. What? Where am I now? Yes,
Oh,
you're back,
Ian
Ian.
too. We have to give
Uh-huh.
Ian flowers too.
That's true.
Ian's always supporting too. I do have to say.
That's true.
Sorry,
That's
Ian.
true.
I should have put you right in there. He'll forgive me. He'll get over it.
Yeah,
We're
Ian is
pals.
an OG. Yeah,
Yes.
commenter, viewer, commenter. Yeah, a lot of these are fantastic. Okay, Katie's back in the chat. Yes. Oh, okay, it worked. Okay,
Thank you,
Katie,
Kate.
shame on you for not being a subscriber early on because Evelyn has been doing her
It's
thing.
okay. I'm a baby. I'm an authortube baby, okay? I promise. I
Yeah,
haven't been around that long. I just stream all the time. So I'll you're excused, Katie. No
that's fair.
worries.
That's fair. I'm giving Katie a hard time only because
Because you love her.
yeah, I really do.
You love
Katie's,
her. This is love.
mhm.
I know it. I'm sure she knows it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, true. I think so too. I've never been one to be like comfortable public speaking, but I've been comfortable going into like new spaces, I should say. Like I'm okay with that part, but like truly hosting space is new-ish to me. So seeing how it can be done through other streamers, and then also like not to add on again, but like Evelyn being herself, just like a lot of other streamers are, like you don't have to be anything but yourself and you can find community around that. So
Mhm.
that's what I love about everyone. Anna also has a streaming, she does her own streaming and then also with Malin. And that's a different flavor than all the others. So no
Yes.
matter where you are in your writing process or who you are, like you can find someone out there who's holding space to write on YouTube or authortube.
That was so beautiful, DW. I just have to say that that should be like, you should like cut that as a short. You should go back and like save that and post it as a short because that was beautiful.
Oh my gosh, stop it, stop
Yeah,
it.
no,
Um,
seriously.
okay, so I do need to come up with questions for you, Evelyn, because you have shared some things on your writing. So
Yeah, I
now
did
we
not
need
expect
to.
that. I gave a whole I gave a whole TED talk on my channel about all these different character relationships during that stream, but that's okay. You know, it's weird. I feel more comfortable on streams. Like I would never share anything about my story in a vlog, but
Mm,
on a stream, and maybe
yeah,
you'll get me on this, but I'm
yeah.
just like, okay, streams are like an hour and a half long. If
Hmm.
people really want to commit and listen for the whole half hour to find that like 2 minute segment, then they've
Right.
earned it,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
I'm not going to make it easy and share stuff in a vlog because no,
True.
that's too easy.
True.
But yeah.
Absolutely. And if they're going to hold it for however long it takes for us to publish it, good for them. Like hold it,
Mhm.
clip it, save it, but it's going to be a while, at
Exactly.
least for my book. So things might change
Oh,
either way.
same.
Okay, let's see. This is a softball question. Were you a reader growing up as a kid? Because I was not, but were you?
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
Hmm.
I was.
Okay.
My grandmother was an English teacher for like most of her life. I think she taught for, I don't even know. It was a
Yeah.
ridiculous amount of time. Okay. She was like one of those people that got into teaching and never left.
Hmm.
So she always kind of ingrained reading in me. And then my mom also was like a big reader.
Word.
So I'm actually going to pivot this because I tried not to talk about that series that's in the poster behind me. Whatever. I can't block it, but I was just thinking about it because without saying the name, like that was one of the first series I read. And I think
Yeah.
I did the math somewhat recently with friends, and I read the
Hmm.
fourth book when I was like 7 years old.
Hmm.
And that's a thick book, you
Yeah.
know? So, but I read some really weird stuff too. Like one of my favorite books from when I was little was probably way too mature for me, but not in like a romantic way or anything. It was just like this really dark kind of fantasy book.
Hmm.
Again, not in a romance way. It was like, it's very hard to describe, but it was called Mimus or Mimus. I'm not sure
Okay.
how to pronounce it, but it's like Mimus. But I was the kid that would literally go to the library and just like randomly pull a book, like without
Dang,
even looking at the
girl.
cover and just be like, I'm going to try this, you know? And I got that book and it was originally written in German and then translated to English. And it
Mm,
still to this day is like one of my favorite books. Like when I moved into my own apartment, one of the
yeah.
first things I did was get books from my childhood that I didn't have anymore that I wanted. And that was one of the books I found it on thrift books. And then I also got, does anyone, no one's going to know this. This is a very weird series, but the Akiko series was
No,
like
how
one
do
of
you
my
spell it?
favorites. It's Akiko.
Okay.
Um, but you can, I'm trying to see, I think you can still like find them. But I want to say it's like 6 books or something.
Mm,
But that was like one of my first kind of like, and it's actually kind of a sci-fi, like fantasy type story. It's called
uh-huh.
Mimus, Tanya. It's like
Okay.
Mimus. And I haven't read it in forever, but I remember as a kid just reading that and being like, whoa, that was really good. It was really
Mm,
dark, but it like left an impression. And I can still remember aspects of it today, but I don't want to share them because if you do want to read it, I feel like it might ruin like some of the plot line.
yeah.
But that really stuck with me. And same with the Akiko series. It's like
Mm,
very sci-fi fantasy. And I think that was a window. I think I read that before the series that shall not be named.
yeah.
um
Yeah.
and it was like, oh wow, you can really like, books can really transport you somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really
Mm-hmm.
felt immersed in that book and I loved those characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was growing up. But I will say, fun fact, on the reading front. I rebelled in high school and did
Ooh.
not. I was like super, you guys would not even have recognized me. I was super rebellious. Not in any way that was bad, but like
Mm.
I was the person that kind of like skipped school and didn't want to do the required reading. I was just like,
Work.
you're going to tell me what I should be reading? Why can't I pick a book and do the book report? This is a scam. Like, anyways. So I was more that kind of person. But
Uh-huh.
after high school, I was like, I kind of want to read the classics. So I actually have a big collection of the classics too that I like went back and kind of reread because I
Dang.
felt like, oh, I missed out on all these classics that I should have read, like
Hmm.
in school. So yeah, that's
I
a
feel
very long-winded explanation of
no.
yes, I did read growing up. But how did you so when did you start like getting
Literally,
into it?
I literally probably in my 20s that I really started to read for personal reasons. Just like go to the
Mm,
library or go to the bookstore and just shop for things. But I was not a reader growing up. I loved the books that we were sort of quote unquote forced to read throughout like English or whatever special studies that I did throughout high school. But I just really wasn't really into it. I was like, get me out of school. Like I'm so ready to be done. And then of course I went did undergrad and then grad school. So I was in academia for a long time. But I don't know. I just felt like growing up, reading was something that was forced upon you, even if it was a good book. It was something that was forced upon you, and you just did it for other people's reasonings to write a book report or whatever. Um, but yeah, when I was getting into undergrad, I went to School of Architecture, and oops, I did something. There were like periods of time in our semesters where there wasn't a lot to do. It was like a small window of time, but we were still like doing our class or whatever. And so I started to fill that in with books. I can't even remember what the first one I read was, but Harry Potter was something that I read down the road in my later years. But yeah, that's when I really started to just go hog wild with random books, random recs, book recs, reads, whatever.
yeah. It's very addicting. I feel like once you get that first little taste, you're like,
Hmm.
"Oh, not only did I like the book I just read, but there's a whole universe." And when you think about it too, like I've had this thought, there's a used bookstore near me that's ginormous. Like I'm talking books like to the ceiling, just
Yeah.
aisles and aisles of it. It's in a warehouse. And I just think to myself, you could commit like you could dedicate every minute of your life to reading and still not read a quarter of the books in here.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a cool thought too. Like,
Hmm.
not only are you going to discover all these wonderful stories, there's always going to be another one waiting around the corner. And it may not be a bestseller. Like I said, that Mimas book I love, I've never seen it anywhere. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like, never seen it mentioned anywhere, but I love that book. So,
Yeah.
like, it's such a cool world. I'm so
Hmm.
glad that you like, are you happy you found it? I bet you are because it brought you to
Oh,
this whole universe and now writing and everything.
absolutely. Like that joy, that sense of wonder, that sort of like expanding what you think is not reasonable, not practical,
Possible?
possible. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, I wish I had that moment earlier, and that's why I'm sort of writing a middle grade book to sort of give kids that opportunity earlier in their life than I did.
I love
Um,
that.
but yeah, yeah, I'm so happy I found it, and I'm also like hating the fact that I found it because now I have this idea that I want to be a writer, and I'm like, this is the hardest thing I ever decided on doing in my life. So this was a choice.
Listen, you can do it, and I will tell you, I'm gonna clip this and post it just for you, DW. I'm gonna tag you. But I was watching this show called Murder She Wrote. I don't know if
Yeah,
anyone will know this. This is a
yeah.
much older show, okay, from like, I don't know, the 80s, 90s, I'm not sure. Okay.
Mm,
But the main character is a writer and she writes like murder mysteries. But the show follows her as she solves mysteries in real time in life
mm,
around her, right?
yeah.
And she just gave a speech in this last episode I was watching. It's like my comfort show. So I have it on in the
Mm,
background all the time. And she gave a speech at a conference and she was like, it does not matter if you start writing in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. All that ultimately matters is that the writing is good. That's
yeah,
it.
that's
Like,
fair.
it's not like other disciplines where, for example, with dance, if you don't start at a young age, it does get like harder and harder and harder as you get older because
Yeah.
physically you can't manipulate that as much, but writing, at any age, with the exception of, I guess, if you were really, really old and your mind was starting to go, maybe like that'd be different. But
Right.
I feel like we're on a level playing field, ages, 20 through like 70 or something,
Yeah.
it's equally accessible for everyone. So I think that's really cool that you found it. And I think actually the fact that you found it when you did is going to change your like, it's going to make your perspective and your writing unique. Like even
Hmm.
how you're saying you want to make your book accessible to middle grade readers and
Yeah.
stuff, that's unique to you, and you probably will have a super unique voice in that genre and that world,
Yeah.
right?
Here's
Like,
hoping. You're
yeah,
speaking me up right now. I'm
I think you
receiving the
will.
energy. Thank you.
Yes. Listen,
Ah,
I like to believe, here's my manifestation dream, right?
okay.
Is that
Okay.
everyone on authortube, we all at different, because I know it's not realistic to think we'll do it all at the exact same time, right? But
Right.
I'm hoping we all reach points where we can then be on panels and stuff in real life together. That
Yes.
would be like my dream.
Yes.
For one day, DW and I to be on a panel in real life and be like, I could be like, I knew DW back when, and now he is a published bestseller. Like, I got in
Uh-huh.
on the ground floor. Like, I just think that'd be so cool,
Yeah.
to have
Yeah.
the community advance together and support each other, like into that level. Um,
Okay.
I
Everyone
think it
heard
can
it.
happen.
The next, we won't say 2026, 2027, the next book con, y'all West,
Hmm.
y'all Fest, you'll see an author two panel of
Yes.
published authors.
Is that a thing? That should be a thing.
That really should be.
AuthorTube is big enough. I think it should be a thing. There
Hmm.
should be a panel.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Should I list this on the stream? I've been trying to keep it a secret, and I was gonna let you know too.
Oh
Um,
gosh. This is how
by
you
the
get the
way,
tea, guys. You gotta ask the questions. You gotta. Okay.
okay, it's not okay. Maybe it's tea, but it's something that I'm like, I'll need help with, and I think I mean, I don't know if there's a better person besides I did let the blacklisted crew know a little bit
Hmm.
because I've recruited their help, but Evelyn too, and maybe the people in chat. What if we do an AuthorTube award show?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
come on, come
Listen.
on.
Okay, I have to tell. Okay, now that we're getting the ball rolling, I have to tell you. Okay, so I used to do like the dance convention circuit a lot. Okay,
Okay.
and I have had the thought so many times, not of an award show, right? But of
Mm.
being like, what is keeping us from all just picking a weekend and picking a hotel and being like, we're gonna meet up, you
Yes.
know? And they've
Yes.
got all those ballrooms there that they use for events. So I
Uh-huh.
don't see why, DW, we couldn't like make something happen and just, I don't know how much it is to rent a ballroom, right? I don't know.
Hmm.
But maybe they'd throw us a bone if we were like, we're indie authors, we'll come on a weekend when you got nothing else going on. We just need
Yes.
like a little ballroom, and we could do like a little award show, a little panel.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I think it'd be so fun.
I mean, literally, it's weird that it's not weird because I get why, but we reward the work that a lot of people have put 5, 10 years of their life into post publication. Why not honor the work that you're doing now? Especially with
Mhm.
all the two people putting so much time and effort, um, doing obviously content for themselves, but also for their audience. Like that's stuff that like not a lot of people get recognition for. And especially those people that we love, like Evelyn, Cody, the troublemakers. I keep mentioning the same people, and there are tons
Mhm.
more.
Yeah, Lynn,
Um,
Taylor, Becca, like it just goes on
yes.
and on and on. Like these are all people I feel like people I would love to meet you guys in person. I'd be freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
I
have
would too.
custom t-shirts ready for
Yes.
like the different panels. I'm a big fan
Yes.
girl, man. I'd be totally into it.
Right. And also there are like OG author tubers that I would love to like see what they're up to. People who have been doing it for so long and went away a little bit, but I think they're still active publishing. But I'm like, that would be cool to like have the OGs come in and get their
Mhm.
flowers. But
Yeah, 100%. I think it'd be so fun. I love people are putting in the chat author tube con.
yes, that would be
Yes.
legit. Oh, yeah. I mean, that would be a feat to do, but
Yeah.
chat, let's I just saw someone use this term on Instagram. I've known it before, but pontificate. It was actually Ti who said it
Mhm.
recently, the rapper.
Yeah. Oh
But
my gosh.
yes, let's look at this. Let's think about it.
Let it simmer. Let it
Mhm,
simmer. Yeah.
mhm.
My brother,
Uh,
by the way, literally said pontificate to me to the other day. We were talking
uh,
about family drama, and I was like, "Do you think it happened because of this?" And he goes, "Well, I don't want to pontificate." And he said it like dead serious. He's just
uh-huh.
that's how he talks. So that was
Yeah,
so funny when you were like, "Yeah, the word pontificate." Because I remember when he said it being like, "Who the hell talks like?" But I think he's at school with
exactly.
people that talk like that. So,
There you
anyways,
go.
but
I have no reason why Ti the rapper is saying pontificate. I know he's actually a very eloquent person, but why that word comes in his everyday vernacular, I'm just like, okay, sure, Ti, go at it, get it.
listen, he had to shock his public, you know? Had
Hmm.
to let them
That's
know.
yeah, yeah. All right, so we have some interest. We have some
Mhm.
interests. Maybe we could start out with like a virtual award show first, but I'm
Yeah, I
also.
love that idea. Actually, that'd be
Mhm.
cool. I think a virtual panel would even be cool, you know? Like,
Ooh.
why are we not doing that? A weekend of AuthorTube panels.
A virtual
Listen,
AuthorTube con?
it's going on my idea doc.
Okay,
DW,
we gotta
do you
workshop
wanna
this.
do
That
this
was
together?
yes.
Because okay, no joke, I'm gonna add it. So December is my time of, like, planning for the next year. I'm trying to
Yeah,
plan a quarter ahead each quarter.
yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to you about this because
Yes.
I think this should absolutely be a thing.
This I
Um,
agree.
okay, let me find my I literally keep a spreadsheet of all my live stream ideas
Uh-huh.
because otherwise they'll leave me. But I think, like,
We can make this happen.
we should make this happen, and maybe we could even you could host why can't you host a virtual awards?
Right.
Like, I think the whole thing. You're saying a whole virtual AuthorTube con, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Like,
feel like we could I fear you may have just unleashed a whole monster. Like,
oh my gosh.
you should have
We
blacklisted do like okay, hold on. Okay, never mind. We're gonna talk about this. It's
we
going on the spreadsheet, and if you want, you know what? It was your idea. So I'm gonna let you like hold on to
look,
it. But if you want help, I'm here to help. Let's put it that way.
you
Okay.
are
And
fantastic at programming. Literally, you have themes, you have a whole idea of like the structure to your streams. And the reason why it has not happened yet is because I don't have the legitimate time. So I am totally down to
okay.
assist, to help out,
I
to work on
literally
this with
put
whomever.
AuthorTubeCon, and I'm putting with DW in all
Mhm.
caps, okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna reach out to you about it before
This
that
could
ever
be legit.
happens.
Yeah.
And I think this could be great. I think we could actually it could be kind of cool to have like different people host different panels too. Like
Yes.
spread the love, let people, like
Yeah.
okay, anyways, we're going way off topic, but I
I
do have
know.
it on my sheet and I highlighted it in the special color, which means it's like one of the top like I just think it's such a great idea. But I
Perfect.
put with
Perfect.
DW, so I will not touch it without you. Anything I do, I will
Literally,
message you and like we will chat. I'll make sure
I
I don't want to step on your toes at in any way because this was your idea. So I will
I
DM you
appreciate
and
it,
we
but
will
I'm not protective of this idea. It was simply an idea, but yes.
I love it.
Um, okay, so yeah, this gives me all of the good vibes.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like this is a good marker to ramp up to a sprint so we can.
No. No, I'm kidding. I should do that. I'm such a bad writer, but I'm like, no, we're having so much fun. No, it's good. We
Well,
should.
actually,
We
no.
should.
As a co-host, do we need like 10, 15, 20 more minutes? What are you thinking?
It's okay. I think you're on the right track. It is a good time to like go into a sprint. I'm just now
Okay.
sitting here going, all I can think about is like, author tube. God, this sounds so cool. Like,
It
we have
honestly
to
does.
do this. Oh my God.
Okay,
I'm
we
not even
actually
gonna
have.
be able to write. I'm gonna just be thinking like all about this. Anyways, but it's okay. It's cool. I'm gonna
Yes.
refocus.
um, okay, so chat as well as Evelyn, what are you feeling for time? It doesn't have to be a long one, but I know that there are certain people who came in to write, so I want to give them their
Mhm.
space. If anyone has um, joined us for a blacklisted stream, we are known for doing like 2 hour streams and only doing like a 20-minute sprint. You know, like we will chat and yap for honestly hours. So
But you
whatever
guys
length
are
of time you guys
such a
want.
vibe. Like, such a vibe.
I know, I miss my crew. Like they're out, by the way, people who are watching, they're out. Ash has a new job, so she's busy at the moment trying to figure out her new work schedule, or at least how it relates to streaming with Blacklisted. Dami, of course, is a new mom, so she's out doing new mommy things. And Tia is living her best life in Miami at the moment. So
Ooh,
I know, I'm
Miami.
understanding that they're out for this month, but I want them back because we do have a good thing going on. So I'm excited to have them sprinkle back in eventually. But
Yes,
yes.
100%.
Okay, so we're getting 30. How do you feel about 30? We're getting a
30
few.
works for me.
Okay, okay. Um, we will find a cute timer. I feel like Malin is a go-to just because she fits my aesthetic. So I'm going to choose one of her timers real quick.
Okay, sounds good.
Anything happening in the chat while I pull this up? Also, what are you going to be working on if there's nothing happening?
Let's see. Oh, Tanya's talking about the Christmas streamathon and mentioned that we should both join. I will say, so Tanya, I did look into it. And I will say I was super interested. The only thing is I have to be honest, through December with my school, because I took those 3 weeks off, I have to keep my schedule like super flexible in December. Like even with myself, I'm only going to potentially do one like special edition stream because I may or may not be making up some exams that I missed during those 3 weeks. So that is the only reason, just so you know, I think it's a wonderful idea. That's the only reason I didn't do it, was just I would hate to like hold a spot and like leave or anything like that, or have to drop out last minute. So but yes, Tanya is hosting a Christmas streamathon. If anybody wants to check it out, she has posted info about it in the Discord server under live stream planning, I think, on the Discord server that Dami and CK run. It's called the Storytellers. It's so weird I don't know the name because I just click on
Right.
the like emblem. I think it's
Yeah.
called the Storytellers Society. But if you want to join, you have to DM Dami or CK for a link. But it's a wonderful Discord, wonderful place to be. I think a lot of you are in it. But it's in there. Tanya has all the details listed out. It looks really cool.
Yes. I second that. Tanya, I do have to find her streams after she finishes because she usually does it early in the morning, or at least in Central Time. So I have to like follow up later down or later in the day to rewatch, but it's always a good time too.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta do a little
You're
shout
all
out.
good. No worries.
Blacklisted troublemakers, yes. I was about to say, so the troublemakers, I would love to be on the troublemakers, but actually I don't want to be because they have a thing where it's only their four and the vibe is just consistent every single time. So I would not ever want to be the person that messes that up. But yeah, that would be an epic crossover. You guys could
You would
come
not
on the
mess that up.
Blacklisted. Yeah.
You would not I can't imagine you messing up anything, DW.
I mean,
Like,
but it's so specific. It's so good. And they just fit into the groove right off the bat. But troublemakers, you guys are more than welcome to come on Blacklisted anytime. Okay, so yes, 30 minutes. I am going to try to I'm going to try to get into chapter 13 and not go back into act 1 and just sort of like keep
do you do that? Do you go back and read? Like,
I go back and beef it up a little bit because my mind is so like squirrel mode where I'll think of like a scene that I did 5 weeks ago and I'm like, but what if this character did this or what if they said this? And I'll go back because I can't stop thinking about it. So That's why I just haven't really finished this book, and I've been working on it for a long time, but I'm having fun. That's the main thing. So
And
I don't give put myself too much like pressure.
100%. And I also am a big believer that there's no, as much as like I have my way of doing it, everyone has their own way of doing it. And there's
Hmm.
no, I don't think there's any one right way to write a
Yep.
book. I think you know what works for you. And,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
that's what you should follow through with. And it sounds like you are. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
a
great.
process.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks. This is why we like literally have like authortube friends in streams to chat about this and make sure we're not like alone in our thinking. But yeah,
Yeah.
this is perfect.
Yeah. 100%. It helps to commiserate with someone and be like, I've struggled with this. Do you struggle with this? Like, and get that
Yeah.
feedback. It's nice.
Hmm. I agree. Okay. So we're going for 30 minutes. We'll touch base at 8:08 my time, whatever time zone you're in. Happy Sprinding out. That was very cute ASMR. Love that. How was the sprint for everyone, including you, Evelyn? I know you're setting up.
Okay, I'm back. That was good. I was getting into it at the end. I will say. I was like diving deep back into one of my spreadsheets though, because I don't know if this happens to you, but I have the hardest time with, I wouldn't even say like job titles, but I guess kind of in essence job titles. Like I have this guy who's an atelier, however you want to say it, right? And I've decided I want him to be, so he's a character. There are very few characters that kind of like came to me as I was writing the story, but he's one of them. And
Hmm.
he's like a secondary character, right? But I've decided now in this scene I want to incorporate him again, and I think I want to emphasize that he's like the head atelier. And I'm like,
Hmm.
what the hell do I call what, like how do I clarify that in like a title, right? So
Uh-huh.
I took forever like going through my spreadsheets making sure I hadn't already specified that, because usually I try to tackle that in one of my spreadsheets, make note of it ahead of time, that sort of thing, because I don't like using brackets.
Mm.
But didn't have it anywhere, so I'm gonna have to tackle that
Uh-huh.
probably in my next like stream. But I made note of it and like put a little comment and stuff. But yeah, I got way too distracted with that. But I'm loving this scene. I'm loving the way it's playing out. I have like this really bratty girl character who's about to come in,
Ooh.
and she's in the story a lot up till now. She's the roommate of my FMC,
Hmm.
and she's kind of based on. Do you watch Survivor at all?
I have up until, I guess, this most recent one, or maybe the one before, but I've caught up.
Okay.
Yes.
You'll know this person. So she's almost like a crossover. So when I say they're like crossovers of these people, it's more like I just take little aspects of these
Yeah,
people.
of
Like
course.
it's not fan fiction of these people or anything, right?
Right.
But it's almost like if Parvati and Sharpay Evans had a baby.
Okay.
Like,
Yes.
so she's like manipulative like Parvati,
Hmm.
but really like full of herself,
Yes,
even
like
more
Sharpay.
so, like to
Hmm.
Sharpay's like,
Yes.
level. And she and my FMC are getting ready for this big event, and they're about to kind of have like this little, am I allowed to curse on this stream?
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
They're about to have a little like bitchy moment
Yes.
where they kind of like are at the atelier getting ready for this event, and they're gonna make some catty comments about each other's dresses and stuff. And
Oh
I'm
my
like so here for it. Um
God.
and it's a scene that I like added in kind of I wrote it out on my stream on Tuesday. I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh my god, brain blast."
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Neutron style. It came to me. I was like, I can't just have them get ready for this thing separately. That's not eventful enough. I'm
Right.
gonna have them be like totally catty with each other. And
Yes.
like, anyways, so I'm super pumped about it. But how did it go for you?
Good. I will ask a quick follow-up just for
Okay.
personality wise. Is your main character like a good shit talker, or is she sort of like she wants to hit back, but she just can't be witty enough and like fast enough? Like, how good is she
Oh,
about the clapbacks?
she's a good shit talker.
Okay. Okay.
she's
All right.
she's like meant to be kind of a gray character where
Uh,
like she's really bratty and bitchy a lot of the time
mm,
and good
mm,
at it, but then she'll
yeah.
have these like moments where this one character who's really awkward,
Yeah.
she treats him kind of nicely, and people can't quite figure out like, okay, so she has like some nuggets of kindness in her, and she's another person where like I think we're going to figure out over the course of her arc like why she is the way she is and
I like
everything.
that.
Like I want her to be somewhat redeemed in the end, and
Yeah.
become like more endearing as opposed to just irritating. But right now she's meant to be like bratty and kind of irritating. So yeah.
I'm a Mean Girls fan, so I love that kind of like dynamic between girls. Like, is it the best representation? Probably not, but honestly, if you, especially with the story arc or the character arc, you can always make it work.
Mhm.
But I love the intense moments at the very beginning where they're just horrible at each other.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
mhm.
And let me tell you, it might not be the best message, but a lot of women can relate to catty
Yes,
women. I'm
yes,
sorry. Like, and I'm a girl. Listen, I am actually a girl's girl.
a girl's
Okay.
girl.
Like, I'm
You are.
not, but
Hmm.
But those kinds of girls really do exist that are
Yes.
like, you know, I think some people do not realize how mean women can be to each other,
Hmm.
you know?
Hmm.
Like, it is a skill all its own and it cuts deep all its own. Like,
True.
so, anyways, I think, you know, it's going to be fun to write because I'm not really like a, I mean, I hope I don't come across as like a bratty person. So it's kind of
No.
fun to like
Live through
try to
them a
come
little
up,
bit.
yeah, and try to come up with catty stuff that, like, I would
Hmm.
never say in real life, but, you know, that's part of the fun of writing is getting to, like, tap into that, you know?
Yes.
That, like, boss bitch
I have
vibe
got to
too.
see an Evelyn interpretation of a mean girl. Like, how mean can it get? Like, of course, we all have it in us to be one, but like, I
Mhm.
want to see Evelyn's version, meaning your version, obviously. But yes.
Listen, I'm gonna do my best, but we'll see how it goes. I feel like that she will probably be a character in all honesty that, like, when I finally share with beta readers,
Hmm.
I'll be curious to see, like, how she comes across on the page to
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
yeah. But how did
Um,
it go for you? Give us all the deets.
Going good. So I did stick with my plan about moving into chapter 13. So uh, my main character is in a small town. It's called Nixon, and it's sort of giving those like Route 66 like side town vibes. And but you have like a lot of visitors, like aliens, who are coming in disguise and seeing like humans at play. And so there's a motel, sticking with that Route 66 vibe, where they all come to stay. And one of the people who work at the motel is giving like a tour of Earth for those people along with the new main character. And so I'm coming up with like strange things or things that would be strange for aliens to witness humans doing and like what the
Mm.
reasoning is behind it. And I've only really come up with like two so far because I'm just now getting into it, but like I've also never been a sports person, so like football has always been a mystery to me. American
Same.
football, the rules, how we come up with them. And so I'm taking them to a football game. One of the stops is watching over a football game, and they have to explain the rules to them, and they're asking like weird questions. And then another one is they're going to Stonehenge, and you know how like a lot of humans believe like, oh, aliens must have done this. Well,
Mhm.
the aliens who know, they're like, no, these silly humans think that they did this, but like some random farmer just decided to pin these up. So I'm trying to play with that sort of like humorous take and like give
Wow.
justification or reasonings to why certain things were erected, even though they weren't like alien related. But yeah, so it's fun. This is a fun and games chapter.
I love this. I love this so much. You have to have a you don't actually have to, right? I'm just saying. But you
Yes.
should have like a moment at the football game. You know what would be so funny is for them to be like, why are these men like, why do they have body paint on their belly? Like, you know how men
Yes.
like will paint like the words and
Uh-huh.
line up? Like that's something
Yes.
I still I mean, I guess it's just love for your team,
Exactly.
but man, that is
It's so
something
odd.
I could see an alien being like, "Why are these humans painting their bellies?" Like, you
Exactly.
know? Oh my god. No, this
Yeah.
is the coolest concept, DW.
Oh,
I
thanks.
love the idea of a tour guide.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
that to me is just so unique and cool and quirky
Thanks.
and fun.
Mhm.
Oh god, I love this so much. I'm obsessed already.
Thanks. Yeah,
I'm like
it's interesting, sort of right. Initially, this was um, a story where the main character had to like warm up her way of understanding or realizing that aliens exist. But I swapped that whole like beginning and I just put her in the alien world already. So she
mm,
has a good grasp of what's happening. But um, in New York City, it's sort of like a gray, almost like boring, like not militaristic, but like authoritarian alien government controlling New York
ooh,
City.
love
And so
that.
that's why I'm painting New York City as like a quote unquote bad place. I live there, so I can say that, but it's not. But anywho, so when she comes to this like small town where people are doing their like own thing, you have like a lot of rare species coming just to visit. You have people coming from all over the universe just to look at humans. It's giving a little bit of a twist, I think, on at least the stories that I've seen. So I'm having fun, like I said, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Especially talking about it to other people. I'm like, I still have to like contextualize this because every small moment within my book so far is sort of very odd, but that's also a children's book. It can be odd.
Yeah, oh, totally. I kind of wish more books were odd and like took things further though, to be honest. Like I think a lot of I don't know so much about sci-fi because I feel like sci-fi does do a good job. I mean, I don't know. But I feel like at least with fantasy, right? Because I read a decent chunk of fantasy,
Hmm.
especially romantasy. I am a romantasy girly, right? So I'll just speak more about like that genre, I guess, because I don't want to overgeneralize. But like sometimes you read books and they start to feel this like all the same, you
Hmm.
know? And
Yeah.
you also feel like I feel like I start to lose some of the fantasy aspects that
Hmm.
do take you elsewhere. And
Yeah.
so I love that you're like taking it there and pushing further, you know, because I think people nowadays are like almost going off of a formula
Hmm.
sometimes, you know, and then we
Yeah.
lose out on the beauty of the adventure of reading, right?
Right.
Like, and your own unique voice and unique take.
Yeah.
So I love it. I think that's so cool. I'm
Woohoo.
obsessed. And I love that you have them in like a Route 66 type town. Like
Hmm.
that was actually a big reason why I've told you my story, like this part of it, they're in like a desert academy.
Yeah.
And part of the reason I did that was because I feel like not I don't feel like I see many stories that take place in kind of like really, really rural areas and stay
Hmm.
there for like the
Yes.
duration of the time. And I'm not talking like cute small town rural. I'm talking like desert, Route 66. Like I don't feel like I hear that very
Yeah.
much. And so I think that's really cool too.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't either. Like, and I'm drawing sort of inspiration. I did not grow up on Route 66, but I went to school for 1 year of my life when my mom got a job in a very rural place, a town of like literally, I think it was 1,003 people in the small
Oh
town.
my
Um,
gosh.
and so like just from a suburban slash city kid to go there, that's sort of like my experience or that I'm like projecting onto this main character. But yeah, there aren't enough stories talking about those in between spaces, like the
Mhm.
flyover cities.
Yes.
I find those all really interesting, especially the characters in there, because like the personalities, the accents, the backgrounds, the sayings, they're all just like super unique things that you don't find elsewhere. So yeah.
Yeah. And you would think there's gotta be, like, small town lore, right? Because like,
Mhm.
I grew up in a small town, but it was not 1,000 people, nowhere close. I think we were closer by the time I left to, like, 90,000. So I say small town, but it was small enough. Everyone, believe it or not, a lot of people, if you didn't know the person, you knew their family or something,
Yeah.
it was pretty tight.
Yeah.
And, I feel like in those areas, you develop your own lore and, like, fun little I don't know, just like legends and stuff. And
Hmm.
so I think that's a cool concept too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I see
Here's
Tanya's tapping out real quick. I think she said has to go to sleep now. Tanya, you are an MVP.
she
Uh,
really is.
yeah,
It's
DW said it best, giving you.
three
I saw you
o'clock her
gave her
time.
her flowers, but
Yes, yes, I forgot. Oh my gosh, have y'all been chatting ever since then? I'm trying to find it now, and I think I lost it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. She was like, it's officially 3 a.m. But yeah,
oh my
rest
gosh.
easy, I guess, if you're going to
Mhm.
sleep. But you might not. We'll see. I did pin a couple things, but I will go through some of the work that everyone's been up to over the chat. A lot of good progress.
Nice.
Let's start off with is 1,100 words in 30 minutes. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, this is why is can write. Let me tell you, is can write like no other.
Oh my gosh. I mean, like, are you dictating like speech to text or like how are you doing that? I'm impressed.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's super
And
impressive.
wait, do you have a milestone thing, either like a dance or something for 40K? I know the troublemakers have like a milestone thing that they do, like
Yeah,
a,
I have every 10K, we do a dance
yes.
party. Like anytime someone hits 10K, we do a dance party.
Uh-huh.
So,
Is
yeah,
next
I'll
time
owe
you're on
you what
one
is.
stream. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll run through some of these really quickly because I did pin a couple of funny messages above. 431. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Around 1K total for a day. That's awesome. Sarita, oh gosh, for jumping in and out. No problem. I totally understand, Sarita. Right. Um, one of our faves, Anna, up to 566 for today. Wow, slowly but surely. Honestly, that's fast to me, but yes, everything is relative. 566 is great.
Yeah, for
Where
sure.
are you at for the day, Evelyn? Are you pushing 4, 5, or more?
Let me find where I started.
Okay.
Um,
I know
and
you
I'll
had a
tell you
good
then.
chunk, about like 200 or so last stream, so that was cool.
Yeah. It's not a ton. Let's see. I'm close to where I started.
Speaking of, we got JK who said 35 words written today, but that's 35 more than you had, so that's awesome.
Okay, I'm at 522
Work.
for
That's awesome.
today. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Do you
take
have
listen,
like
I'll
daily
take it.
do you have like daily goals or you just write?
Psh, no. I listen, I don't want to put myself I'd rather I don't know. I'm just loosey goosey. I feel like that's too
Yes.
much pressure for me, I guess. Like doing
Same.
school on top of this, I do
Yeah.
have deadlines for school. And so for
Hmm.
me, I'm like, I don't want to have deadlines for writing. Maybe
Right.
that's like, I don't know, that might be counterproductive, but I just know I'm like, I stream so much, I know I'll add words, and that's all I
Hmm.
care about. As long as I
Right.
add some words, I'm good. Like,
Same.
yeah,
Same. I'm the same way. Like if I hit like 200 for the day, that's great. But there are also days that I just don't write. So it's not like I'm trying to be consistent. It's just when I'm in the zone, I'm just okay with wherever it leads, that's fine.
100%.
430. Dang, Felicity girl. Killing it. Charlie Ray, 275s. Words. And I think you like joined mid sprint, I think. So that's awesome that you're able to
Yeah.
do all that. Okay, let me see if I have a couple more. 90 words. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to go through some of these pinned ones because they go back to earlier conversations. Um, speaking of, suitcase full of authortube merch. Hello, give the girlies some money. They'll come in with merch, you buy them, support struggling writers, struggling artists.
Listen, I did have a thought too as I was writing because it took me a minute to get the author tube caught out of my head. And I was like, you know what's funny is we're
Uh-huh.
talking about this in like mid November.
Yeah.
It would be like perfect to do it exactly like 1 year from now because you would have
Yes.
like a full, you could do it at the end of the year, basically, you
Mm-hmm.
know? I'm just saying the stars
I
might be
think we could do.
aligning.
Look, I think they have aligned, and now
Mhm.
and that gives us a lot of time to actually do a good production. It's going to be the first
Mhm.
one, so there aren't going to be too much like expectations on it. But
Yeah.
speaking
And you,
of though,
oh,
oh,
sorry,
go
go ahead.
for it.
I was
Go.
just gonna say, and you can give people like a lot of heads up too, which is nice, you know?
Yeah,
Love that.
exactly. And also, yeah, give people time to finish their work, maybe get
Mhm.
published in time for that. Um, but I did not know this. There used to be one years ago. So if y'all want to remake it, I'm super in. Katie, if you're in the chat, send Evelyn and me a Discord chat because I don't
Mhm.
know of this, but that would be good to know
I didn't know about it
what they
either.
did.
I'm an author tube baby, so I didn't know about it. But yeah, I would love to like go back and watch it.
Yeah. And then Ian had a funny one in case it was in person. $1,000 plane tickets, expired passports, agoraphobia.
Phobia.
Fair. Totally fair.
This is an argument in favor of virtual, and I feel like we do virtual for the first one, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do it for the first one, and then you
Hmm.
get some like feedback from the people that watched. You do a little Google
Exactly.
form, you get some feedback. You improve upon it, and then you make the leap to in
Yes.
person down the line.
Yep. Uh-huh. I'm totally down for this. I love
I
that.
am too.
JK, we're only doing one because we're about to actually wrap up this one soon. Technically, we should be wrapping up in 2 minutes, but we'll give us like maybe 10
We
or
started
more.
late.
Yeah,
We started
yeah,
late, so
yeah.
it's fair. It's totally
Hmm. Also, I'm going to give the chat and Evelyn a chance to prepare. So, not that you have to, not every guest does it,
fair. Mhm.
but we do a blacklisted moment. Typically, those moments are things that you just want to call out. It could be like a person who just really pissed you off. It could be a
Ooh.
moment in your day that was just like, ah, this sucks. Or I'm putting a twist on it for today because I don't have a negative moment. I have a positive moment that happened over the past week. So we're
Ooh.
doing a black twisted moment this
Okay.
stream. Yeah, so it's a positive thing that I'm really happy about and I want to give a little shout out. So no pressure, but yeah, if you want
Okay.
to, or if anyone in the chat has a blacklisted or a black twisted moment that they want to
Hmm.
share with us, feel free to do so. So yeah, only one stream, JK, but I saw that you were in the sprint while it was happening, so hopefully it was productive for you. We missed a blacklisted Doom opportunity, and that was purposeful because I don't think I'm ready. Let me let me go back to Evelyn's channel down the road, and we can have a Doom moment. But oh my
Yes,
god, I
you
don't
need
think
time to prepare for that. That's
we do.
only fair.
We do. Um, and no, yes, Charlie Ray, you did all that work within the sprint, and you came in part of the way through. So you didn't miss it, and you did a lot of good work in the meantime.
I think Charlie's comment earlier also said that she like did a drawing of some
Ooh,
kind.
okay, I gotta go back
It
on
was
that
one
one.
of the ones you had pinned, that had her
Okay.
word count, but I think she did like a drawing, she said, but maybe I'm wrong, and maybe she was like just writing out in the story what it looked like, but I think she said she did a drawing of a house or something. I don't know. If you're still
Dang.
in the chat, Charlie, let us know again
Yes.
because
Okay,
it
got it.
sounded really cool. Yeah,
This
drew
one,
a very crude picture of an estate two of my characters live in and are helping my FMC steal from.
dang. Okay,
Pretty
like
cool.
I'm wondering if it's like a floor plan or if you're doing I'm an former architecture student. So like a facade, like how detailed is this? That's
I
actually really
know.
badass.
Yeah.
Do you draw anything for your work in progress? Your
Yeah, I do.
You do. Hmm.
Yeah. I actually really used to be I've shown Ash, but I used to be like super into drawing and art and
Yeah.
stuff. And so I love doing that kind of stuff. But the only thing I have so far that's like completed, I guess, is I did a drawing of my academy is somewhat underground, right? It's kind
Mm,
of in like underground tunnels almost.
yeah.
So the area above ground, they call it the expanse. And I had to do like a drawing of all the cliff sides and trees and lakes and stuff in the expanse because I wanted
Hmm.
to, they do like a lot of their training and drills up there. And I wanted to make sure that it stayed consistent throughout,
Yeah.
the training portion of the book and
Yeah.
stuff. So I did draw that. But otherwise, I have done some like very rough sketches of characters and stuff, but otherwise no.
Not really.
That's about it. Do you sketch anything out?
I do like architecturally. Like I have a pretty detailed map of my city of Nixton,
Mhm.
but I cannot draw faces or characters, even though I have a strong visual in my mind. I just can't translate it through like drawing, which is weird because I can visualize like how towns are structured and built, and I can actually translate that well. Maybe it's because I was trained as an architect, but like um, yeah, I wish I was better at character design because there are so many that I have in this book, and I just want to like put it on page so that I can like put it on the wall and just keep them in mind. Uh,
Yeah.
we'll
100%.
see. Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I may just do it.
I
It's
think
just
you could do it, honestly. I
I'll
really do.
try.
Yeah. I think all drawing is just like taking the time. I first of all, I'm the slowest drawer
Hmm.
ever that you've
Hmm.
ever seen in your whole life, guaranteed. Like, so when I draw, it's probably I look like a child, probably because I'm just like the slowest. But I feel like if you just put in the time and you try, like
Yeah.
you'll get there. Especially if you can already draw towns and cities and stuff. Like, I have 100% faith you can do it.
Believe me, I've tried, but you know what? I will take a crude drawing of a character any day from anyone. So
Mhm.
maybe I'll just do it. Um, and then, yes, so yes, you're more than welcome, Katie, to come back. I think I already said that, but I just want to reiterate that. Also, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all on Cody's channel because that would be a a good time.
Oh my gosh.
And then last one I had pinned, I'm sure there are others, but bottled water join Edie, aka.
Edie, yeah.
hmm
Oh,
So I just wanted to say hello to her.
yes. Hi,
Um,
Edie.
yes. Okay. Let me do a quick scroll down to the bottom. She did say it was very crude, but hopefully you're doing a vlog to show us because we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Or put it in the Discord.
oh yeah, I
I don't
have
know
a
if there's a
Discord.
spot in the Discord for that sort of thing, but there should be if not. But I feel like, vision boards, the vision
Mhm.
board section, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Going at the end of these, every book I write starts with a sketch of the crime or crime scene. Oh my gosh, there's so much mystery behind Ian's background. I
Mm-hmm.
think maybe he has revealed it, maybe not. I don't know it, but now I'm just wondering, were you like a PI or something? Like, Ian.
I've thought that too.
Uh-huh.
I've thought that too. Because I saw a comment once, and Ian's gonna probably be like, I never made that comment, but I swear there was a time where he made a comment and he was like, if only you all knew what I do for a living or something.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, it really made me think, oh my gosh, he must be like in the FBI or something.
Yes.
Like, I would not even be surprised in the least, honestly.
No. No, not at all. He gives. Oh, I hate this. I hate this, Ian. Just tell us. Reveal it.
The mystery. I think this is strategy. This is
Yes.
like, you know, he's promoting his books early or something. This is he wants to hook us and keep us, waiting with bated breath. I bet if he writes his books, do you think in the about me, like the author page,
He'll
do you know how
reveal
there's like
it?
an author flap? Do you think
Yes.
like do
I
we have to
mean,
wait that long? But I feel like maybe if he does like an author flap, maybe it'll be
yeah.
like drawing upon his experience as a federal agent. He took he took several scenarios and put them in outer space
Yes.
and you know, put them
Uh,
to good use. And I feel like that would make sense because
uh-huh.
okay, stay with me, DW.
I'm here.
If he was a federal agent,
hmm
okay, he could not be writing like normal mystery
Right.
books
Right.
because I feel like there'd be a risk of like national security to that.
hmm
But if he
hmm
puts them in space,
It's fair game.
yes, people then can't be like, "Oh, this really happened." You
Yes.
know?
Yes.
I think I
Look.
have figured it out.
I agree. And maybe that's true. Okay, so don't make me do a deep dive in Ian's videos,
I
okay?
know. I'm sitting here going, "Now I got to go back and look."
Y'all, we need to divide and conquer. We all take one video and just, comb through it to find this out. This is
He does
wild.
say an update on book 3, so maybe that's in the title or something. I'm going to have to check it out. Oh, and he said the DeLorean is a company car because we always joke that Ian has a DeLorean on the
hmm
stream because he always guesses. I don't know how he does it, but he does always guess the wheel. And see,
Mm.
that's another reason why I'm like, something
Yeah,
fishy's going on here. Something
yeah,
more than the average everyday Joe, you
yeah.
know?
He's got to have some type of like, not mind reading, but like body language, maybe like reading capabilities
What if
too.
he was? What if he was a what do they call that again? Ian will know this, ironically, like even without being this person. God, it's not a mind reader, a mentalist. Is that what
Like the
I'm
show,
thinking
The
of?
Mentalist?
Isn't that a thing? I'm totally Googling this
I
real
mean, it
quick
might be.
because, okay. I think a
Ian.
mentalist is like a mind reader, but okay, a performer who creates the illusion of having supernatural mental abilities such as telepathy or mind reading by using psychological techniques like suggestion, observation, and misdirection. They are like
Mm.
magicians, but for the mind. Focus on reading body language and influencing thought rather than traditional sleight of hand.
I could honestly see that.
And I've
Because
never watched The Mentalist. Is that a good show? Because
I
people are coming
haven't
in.
either. I
Okay.
know, yeah, I know it's out there.
Hmm.
But yeah, Ian has, even in his like videos, he's like
Hmm.
sitting back a little bit, reading into certain situations. Okay, Ian, we're on to you, kid.
Hmm. Yes.
But yes, okay, we are going to draw. drag this out too long because I know one, we both have pets that probably need attention. But I was going to, someone said black twisted. Yes. That's, oh, thanks. I literally thought of it like during the sprint because I'm like, I really don't have a negative thing to share today. And I usually do call out people, but it's usually a fun thing. I've called out um, previous hosts. One of my faves to call out is Sierra D. Hill, an author tuber. It has been a struggle getting her on my channel, even though she has been very interested in doing it. And I think I've locked in a date with her, but she is the bane of my existence, and I think Sarita will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Um,
that's Sarita's buddy.
love
Mhm.
them together.
Mhm.
But yes, my black twisted moment of good news is we were talking about what I was up to this weekend, and I played in my first competitive tennis tournament this past weekend, and I actually won a little trophy. Um, it's little Moon Man. I don't know if you could see it. I was
I'm
a
obsessed.
finalist in a doubles tennis tournament. So I got to the finals. I didn't win. I won pretty much what they call second place or what is second place, but I got this little cute thing. So I was very happy about it because I did not expect to place to do well, and I surprised myself. So that made me happy this week.
That's incredible, DW. Also, I have to tell you, when you brought that over, so first of all, the last thing I ever expected was for him to have like a helmet, like a space helmet on. I love that. But I have to tell you, I'm also in my Dancing with the Stars era, and you brought it over, and I was like, it's a mirror ball trophy because it looked for the backside of it, the backside of the helmet, it looked for a second like a mirror ball trophy. And I was like, that is so cool. But the astronaut is even cooler. Like,
I know, right?
honestly.
Especially me being like a sci-fi nerd, but I do live in Houston, so like a lot of
Oh,
different
nice.
things are related to like NASA because NASA's here.
Mm, yeah.
So yeah, this tennis tournament was tying into that, but very cute, and it just made me happy because he's like in a little cute jacket too, and he has like boots on. So
Yeah,
um,
it's very like MTV music videos like
yes,
vibes, you know? Do you know
almost
what I'm talking about?
yes, but also RIP MTV. Is it
I know.
MTV News or the whole channel? I forgot what disappeared, but
I want to say the whole thing is
yeah,
gone. Like I don't think it exists anymore.
yeah,
Like it was such a vibe.
it really was.
Yeah, I have a vintage MTV like t-shirt and it's one of my favorite t-shirts I've ever thrifted. It's
Yeah.
so cool. But yeah, RIP. It's
Hmm.
giving like Britney. Back in the day when she like doesn't she like land on the moon or something? Is
I
it Oops,
think
I Did
so.
It Again, I think? I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, she's the alien, and she's like in full
In
silver,
red
I think, or
latex,
something.
right? And then I think there's like an astronaut that like takes his helmet off or something, I think. Or maybe he doesn't take his helmet off, but she definitely
Yes.
do you know what I'm talking about?
Isn't it "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time"? Isn't that the video?
I'm Googling this now. As a
Okay.
Britney fan, as a diehard Britney fan, this is embarrassing.
Are
Britney
we
was
letting you?
one of my first posters ever put up in my room and stuff. Like, I'm a huge okay, hold on. Britney Spears. Also, in elementary school, lore drop, we
Uh-huh.
had days where you could bring in. So back in the day, we had CDs, you know, and
Yes.
it was like you could share your music with the class, right? You could like bring in a CD. And I would bring in Britney Spears in like elementary school. And I don't know
Yes.
who let me do that. But okay, let me look up Britney Spears astronaut
Honestly,
music.
you had a cool teacher because we were only allowed to bring in like CDs or boom boxes, and I just dated myself by saying boom boxes. But on like what are those field days where you were like out and
Oh,
about, we could bring
field
in
days were
music
the
for those.
best.
Yeah.
Okay, if we do an authortube con, we're having a field day as part of it.
Yes,
We need to like
guaranteed.
we should okay, and it could be like getting authors outside since we spend so much time inside.
Yes,
We could just call it an
yes.
authortube field day and we
Hmm.
could go out and play kickball and just like I don't know, do all the fun stuff. We could do like Red Rover. What's the thing where you like hold hands and you like plow into each other? I don't know. We'd have to think about it. We could do
Uh-huh.
capture the flag.
Oh, yes. You had the bag races, the one where you're
Yes.
like your feet are tied together. We had Foursquare.
Three-legged
We had
race.
all the good ones.
The thing where you carry the egg. Did you ever do that egg
Yes.
on a spoon kind of
Yep.
thing?
Yep.
Listen,
Uh,
we could call it touch
look,
grass. You know how people are like, go outside and touch grass?
uh-huh.
I don't know. We have to come up with something, but I feel like we could do it.
Look, Evelyn,
Listen,
you just sold me on that, so I'm down.
we could even, there is no reason that this can't happen on a live stream. Like, we could
Yes,
stream from our cell phones, right? Cumulatively on a screen, but be on like
yes,
hikes or something. It'd be like, we're going to walk outside. This is a 15-minute panel all about
yes,
just walking outside together.
yes.
Just
Maybe
saying.
have someone who's like good with meditation, like a Miley, like her voice is very
Hmm.
soothing.
I think Ash is too.
Oh,
I will
absolutely. She has
say.
one of the best like podcast voices. Like
Yes.
she really needs to make her own. But
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, also, Alex said we need to rent one of those giant parachute things, and I second that wholeheartedly. The parachutes where you like throw it up and then you run underneath.
Yes,
We're
yes.
all just gonna go back to being like 6 years old or 5 years old or
Literally.
something.
You know what this is gonna make me watch later tonight or fall asleep to? A good recess episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Okay. Do you have
yeah.
Paramount Plus?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, Paramount Plus has all the bangers from back in the
Oh,
day. They
okay.
have Jimmy Neutron, Rugrats, As Told by Ginger,
I was going to say that. That's honestly one of my favorite shows ever, as
ever.
told by
It was
Ginger.
so dark. I don't know
Yes,
who thought that was appropriate for kids to watch, but like,
yeah,
oh my god, that's such a good show.
yes.
Hold on, I'm fitting to pull this up. I love how we were like, we gotta end the stream, but I'm
I know.
sorry, I gotta. Now you've got me on a tangent, and it must be finished. SpongeBob is on there,
Oh, yes,
which
always
is
a
a
good
great
time.
little background like
Mm-hmm.
show. Fairly Odd Parents,
Oh, yes. I
Cat
next
Dog.
Halloween costume, I'm gonna be a fairly odd parent, I think.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents would be. Listen, for the next Writers
Writers
Coven.
Coven. Yes, that's it. Dang it. I spilled the beans, but you know already. Oh well.
It's the end of the stream. Hopefully no one will
There you go.
remember. You know,
Yeah.
you've got like almost a year, you know, so people will forget. But
Mm-hmm.
Cat Dog, Wild Thornberries.
Okay, Felicity, you've got to be like 19. You've got to be. I can't accept this behavior from a millennial and maybe even a Gen Zer. Wow.
What about Rocket Power?
Hell
Danny
yeah.
Danny Phantom,
Yes.
Drake and Josh.
Yes.
Like these are the classics.
iCarly. Did you already say that one?
No, but iCarly's a really good
Mm-hmm.
one. I will say
Mm-hmm.
that was great. Angry
Yeah.
Beavers. Do you remember Angry
Yes.
Beavers?
Yes.
Dude, and I hated this show, but I will give it an honorable mention because it's like a cult classic.
Ren and
Um,
Stimpy.
no, although
Oh.
that was on there and I skipped it intentionally because it was the weirdest. But Courage the Cowardly Dog. Do you remember that show?
Yes, that was on Cartoon. Is that on Paramount Plus?
I don't let me look it up for
Okay.
you, buddy.
I would be surprised if it is because that was Cartoon Network, but yes, that one was a creepy show.
That was genuinely scary.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Alex also said a good one. My Life as a Teenage Robot and Codename
Um,
Kid Next Door. Those
I
are both
think
good ones.
My Life as a Teenage Robot, was she sort of like blue and white colored? Like, I don't know.
Like blue
Okay,
and silver.
yeah, yeah. I know, Christina. I hope you're saying this about Felicity because this is wild behavior. I can't. I can't.
So it is not on Paramount, I don't believe. And also the Britney Spears thing, it was oops, I did it again with the red
Okay.
latex. So I
Yeah.
feel better that
Yeah.
I at least knew like the costume and stuff because
Okay. Ian coming in with the I don't know any of these. Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, and the Mysterious You. What is happening? What are these?
Thunderbirds, I think I've heard of. Is
I
that a
don't
real
know.
show? I think that's a real show.
I know
Am I crazy?
Thundercats, but I don't know. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, this is weird. Felicity knows Thunderbirds, but doesn't know the other Nick shows. Maybe Felicity was a Disney kid. You know, there were plenty
yeah.
of households that were like split between the two channels. Um,
I will say I was a Disney kid too, though. Like Lizzie McGuire was
yes,
my freaking Bible. Like,
yeah. And didn't it hurt so much for the fact that they didn't do like a revival
and
series?
do you know why they didn't? Because they didn't want to. Lizzie McGuire's Hilary Duff wanted
Hmm.
like a certain storyline, kind of.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
wanted her to be a real 30-year-old
Yep.
And they were like, no, we want to keep it Disney. And she's like,
Yeah.
I heard the tea is that she wanted Lizzie to have like the first episode was going to be her waking up in bed after having just slept with Ethan. Did you hear
Yes,
this?
I did.
And I was like, oh my God, Lizzie, are you still going through this so many years later? You got to let this guy go. Like, his main thing is he eats spaghetti. Like, we can do better. I assure
Not his
you.
main thing. I
That's all I
did, and
remember.
I think that came from the horse's mouth, meaning her, like herself. I
Mm-hmm.
think she was on like a podcast or something like that, and she spilled the beans. So I think it's 100% true. And it's like, shame on Disney. Like, I'm sure there would have been a great way to do it, like bringing the audience with her into adulthood while also giving kids something to watch. But like, I was ready for that. Of all the
Yes.
remakes or not what revival, what's the term?
Like sequels
Yeah,
or
something like
I
that.
don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Like, there
Hmm.
are a few where they do the time jumps, kind of.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like That's a Raven. They did a pretty good one.
Oh my
I,
God, That's So Raven is another. I watched that so much growing up.
hmm
The like,
hmm
I'm not gonna do it, but the look where she like, you know what I'm
Do
talking
it.
about?
Do the look. Do the
The
look.
look where she's like, hold on, I can't even do it with a straight. Hold on, where she's like, and it like zooms in on her one eye, and it's like a swirl design or whatever, and then
Evelyn,
it like
what you
jumps her to
don't
the future.
realize is I'm gonna make a short out of what you just did.
Don't you dare!
Kidding.
Oh my
But
God, I love this
hilarious.
so much. But
Me
yeah,
too.
That's a Raven was the freaking. There's so many good shows. I will say, I feel kids nowadays, and like I
Uh-huh.
have younger brothers who there's a big age gap between us. There's
Mm,
a 15-year gap between one and a 14 between the other, right?
yeah.
And watching them grow up, I was like, the shows that you guys are getting are crap. They
Mm,
are trash. We had Boy Meets World,
yes.
okay, that
Yep.
discussed very real
Real
life events.
issues, relationships,
Yeah.
love. Like kids
Yes.
are afraid to be in love nowadays. Like those are real emotions.
Yes. And I feel like the shows nowadays for kids unfortunately are so dulled down
Hmm.
and such like juvenile humor. And I understand they're kids, but like it's really ridiculous. They're not
Yeah.
getting any sort of exposure in my opinion to real life things where like you're saying kids really do experience a lot. And I think kids are also aware of a lot more than adults
That
give
part.
them credit for.
Yeah.
And I think shows like oh, someone else even said Ned's Declassified. That was a good one too.
Hmm.
But like shows like Boy Meets World help people navigate those
Yeah.
emotions and those different scenarios and stuff. I don't know.
Right.
We're going on a major sorry, I am not helping.
I love it though.
I do too. I'm having the best time for what it's worth. Like this has
Yes.
been the best,
Oh.
like honestly, such a fun guest stream. I feel
Oh.
like I've been able to really relax with you, you
Hmm.
know, and just be
Uh-huh.
like at ease and just goof
Same
off
girl.
and
The
like,
same.
yeah.
Like we are legit, and I had this similar talk with Brooke because that was another one where I just reached out. I'm like, hey, do you want to stream? She was my very first guest, and we hit it off really well. And yeah, we have similar vibes, Evelyn. Like we just get each other. We're on the same
Yeah.
level.
Yes. Yes. I
Hmm.
love that.
Hmm. But yes, okay. So I think everyone was talking about the shows, and okay, I'm gonna harp on Felicity a little bit more. So, girl,
Oh.
I still don't understand why you don't know these shows, girl. Disney was banned in my house. Maybe not Netflix. Maybe Nickelodeon was too. But we need you to
Yeah.
do a deep dive. Okay.
Yeah, Felicity. I think you should like give some of them a try. If you have Paramount Plus, they're all on there. I
Yeah.
would recommend maybe like what would you recommend, DW? If she had to start with one, right? This is a good like ending kind of like question or food for thought. If she had to start
Hmm.
with one, because we listed like 50,
We did.
right?
We
What would
did.
be a good gateway show for her
A
from the
good
kids shows?
Netflix. I mean Netflix. I keep saying Netflix.
You're
Nickelodeon.
okay.
Are we doing Nickelodeon? Because
Yeah, let's
Paramount
do
Plus, right?
Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Let's keep it Nickelodeon.
Okay, so I truly am. I'm legit. I was a huge fan of As Told by Ginger. I watched the movie, The Camp. I forgot what camp it was called, but I watched that movie. Um, watch that one. What's another one? One of my favorites is The Wild Thornberries.
That's what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
lie. That's what I was gonna say for my one. I think
Yeah,
that is a great place to start, like,
yeah, I
honestly.
think that's good. Also, my dog's name is Nigel. I did not name him after Nigel Thornberry, but maybe it was sort of like implanted in my head, and that was just like
Yeah.
a name I grew to love. But yes, okay, adding a close second. So yes to the Wild Thornberries. I would say Hey Arnold is right
Yeah.
next to it. If not for
Yeah,
me,
they're parallel. I
they
would
are.
say they're even. Hey Arnold is
Yeah.
really that's another show that tackled some serious stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Like, yeah, that was a
I'm.
bomb show.
I'm such a fan. They came out with like a new-ish movie. I think maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, talking about Hey Arnold's parents, because we never understood
Ooh,
what happened to his parents and why he was living with
his
his
grandpa.
grandparents. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they tackle that in the movie, and that movie was really well done, like really well done. So if you're a fan
Ooh.
of the show, check out the movie because um, it's like going back and feeling like nostalgic.
I'm gonna look this up, like,
Hmm.
right after we're done streaming because
Yeah.
I did not know about this. And yeah,
Hmm.
I love Hey Arnold. I loved what was the name of the character? I can't believe I'm forgetting her name, but genuinely, I've not seen it since childhood. But the character who was like obsessed with him with the Helga, right?
Helga
Yeah.
Pataki or something like that. Yeah.
And I love like Helga, her kind of like arc too throughout the series because I feel
Yeah.
like. Anyways, I'm not going to give anything away in case Felicity does decide to watch because I'm not kidding. I feel like Felicity really should. If you get the chance, I know we're all busy. I know we're
Yes.
all busy, but these are shows you could watch like at night before bed. Like they're
Hmm.
good, kind of like wind down or like in the background
Yeah.
while you're cleaning or something, you know? But like, Hey
Yeah.
Arnold and Wild Thornberries, I think those are really good recommendations.
Same. Yeah. And I totally agree. Like, you don't have to be like sitting down and watching them. Like,
Mm-mm.
as kids, I think we were partly glued to the TV, but we're also doing drawing and we were just not looking at it, but we are listening to it too. But okay, I'll watch some American kids shows if you guys watch. Horrible Histories was
I
my
feel
fave
like I've
growing up.
heard of this. What is
Okay,
I'm gonna look this up too. I
I
swear
should too.
we you know what, DW, next time we stream together, screw the
Yes.
writing. We're not even gonna we're just gonna do let's do a whole like review of different shows and stuff.
Girl, don't tempt me with a good time because I will totally do that. I am a
I
yapper
would
through
too.
and through.
You know what we could do?
What?
DW. My eyes are
Yes.
so big right now. Okay. Okay, the next time that we stream together, I'm gonna have you over, okay? And we're
Okay.
gonna make one of those. What are those things called? You know what I'm talking about. On YouTube, they do them, and they're like the categories,
The tiered
the
things?
tiered
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
We have to do that, and we can
I'm
have
down.
little like thumbnails of each
Yes.
like of these different shows, and we'll rank them. We'll be
I'm
like,
down for that.
listen, our
Yes.
public was asking for it, so we're gonna give it to you.
Yes.
It's
We're branching out. You
I'm
know,
putting it on
we
my sheet. It's still storytelling, kind of.
that part is true. And we can talk a little bit like about our reasoning for why the placement's there of like tying it to either the writing or the storytelling. But yeah.
I'm putting it on my live stream idea list. It's
Yes.
going
Okay,
on there.
we got a second doing a tier list. Yes. Hmm. Honestly, that would be actually a lot of fun.
Wouldn't it? Just as a
Okay.
goofy one. Like,
Yes.
doesn't have to be
Okay.
anything too serious.
Along with the chat, we're gonna hold you to it.
Oh yeah, it's happening. It's on the list. Once it's on the list, it's in stone. It's just a matter of how soon can I get to it because as of now, my list is sitting at about let me add this because it's two columns. What's hold on, let me do the math here because
Hmm.
it's 26 plus 29 and I'm just brain dead.
Uh,
Um It's at 55
okay.
ideas. So
That's
it's just a
fine.
matter of how soon can we get to it, but I'm adding it.
That's fair. That's fair. Um, See you, Edie. Thanks
Bye,
for
Edie.
catching the stream with us. Um, let's see. I had a BBC. Okay, so I did look up Horrible Histories. I have never seen this ever in my life, and it is a UK show. So I'm wondering how I can watch it. Oh, it's on Hulu, supposedly.
I have seen this, I believe, actually, Felicity. So Booyah. I think I have seen this because my brother, I told you this, but my brother's actually studying to be a historian and he's
Mm,
like really into history. And I think I vaguely remember watching this with him
mhm.
once or twice. But if you watch one of the Nickelodeon shows, I will like dive back in with a fresh eye, and watch this again and give it a
Yeah,
chance.
I will give it a chance. I will give it a go. Because it could be cool. It's giving me oh my gosh, it's at the top of my mind, or
It's
tip
giving
of my
me like
tongue.
Drunk History. Did you ever watch Drunk History? That
Something
kind
like
of
that
vibe.
too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good recommendations, Lucy. I'm down for this. She said, not the booyah.
I have not broken out the booyah in a long time either. That felt really good. I think it's because we were in this Nickelodeon like
Yeah,
moment. I was like, I
yeah,
gotta do it. I gotta bring it out. You know what we could do, DW, that would be
yes.
really spicy, but people would probably get so pissed off. But we
I
should
like
have out
spiciness.
listen, I love a good Google form, and I'm sitting here
Uh-huh.
going, maybe we have people suggest shows, and then you like at the end of the year, we like tier them based on
Yes.
but we won't be able to watch that many. Even a year from now, we wouldn't be able to watch that many. But we could
Right.
cap it at like the first, 12.
Mm-hmm.
So we like get one for each month or something and then tier
Yeah,
them. I don't know.
I
But I
like
still
that.
like, I don't know. I like the idea of Nickelodeon too. But I feel like it could get really spicy and dicey if people got to recommend stuff and then we were like, here's where it ranks.
Yeah.
Like
Your
dun
suggestion
dun
is
dun.
trash. It's going in the bottom.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Your submission is trash.
Look.
What if it's like your submission didn't even make the screen?
It's
It's
We're
way.
gonna ignore this.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this. I just think it'd be so funny. This might be
Yes.
something blacklisted should do. Like
Yes.
we may
Yeah.
have to get a few of you in on this. See, maybe we could even divvy up. If we had a bunch of submissions, we could divvy
Right.
up. That'd
Mm-hmm.
be easier, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, Serena said, "Who
Hilarious.
cares? Rate them in all caps."
Look, we are clearly giving what the people are asking for. Leave it in the stream. Oh, leave it in the stream. What does that mean?
I
Leave
think
what
she
in?
might mean like leave the recommendations, like the
Oh,
shows that we should watch. I
oh
think
yeah.
maybe. I'm not
I will
sure.
definitely come back to this stream because I do see actually some very good suggestions. I don't know what wolf blood is.
I don't know
Um,
either. I'm gonna Google it
she
though.
said it's a werewolf show, which I'm all down for those types of things. Or vampires, Young Dracula. I feel like I've heard of Young Dracula, but I don't know. Excuse me if I watched it.
I haven't
That was
heard of
gross.
Wolf Blood, but it looks interesting.
Mm.
It looks very one of the girls actually looks like the girl from Ned's Declassified, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, what was the other one? Wolf Blood and
Wolf Blood and Young Dracula was another one.
I do want to look up Young Dracula.
Yeah,
Although let me tell you, have you seen the new Frankenstein?
yes, Guillermo del
Del
Toro.
Toro. It was
Mhm.
so what did you think?
I thought it was good. It stuck to the book for the most part. I think the ending he did like a little bit of a twist, but
Mhm.
the major surprise for me,
Hmm.
Jacob Elordi. I was not a fan, and even though it was a unique monster,
Mhm.
I was sold on his performance.
Oh, you mean you weren't a fan of him beforehand?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I thought you meant like you watched it and the surprise
No,
was like you watched it and you weren't a fan, and I was about to be
no,
like,
no.
"Whoa," because I'm the same. Like I
Yeah,
wasn't really sold on him before. I had watched Euphoria
yeah.
and I thought he was fine, but like I
Mhm.
just didn't really
Connect with
feel
him.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it a lot too. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, he's like this, he's a legit tall person, and to the way that his body moves throughout it, and he's able to like hunch over and then slowly sort of become this like beast. He was pretty good. He sold me on
Yeah.
his performance.
Yeah.
Um, what would you rate it? 0 out of 5 stars.
The
The movie,
The movie Frank. I
Frankenstein.
mean, I would give it a 5. I loved it.
I
I
would
was
too.
obsessed. Like,
Yeah,
I was actually also sold on I think her name is Mia Goth. Is she the one
I
that
think so.
plays?
Yeah.
Um, I did not love her. I actually was kind of anti her before this
Mm,
movie. I've heard some stuff about her being like kind of difficult to work with and
yeah.
things like that.
Uh-huh.
So I was a little like, I thought she was so stunning in
Yeah.
that movie. To me, that movie was almost more of like you've seen Leonardo DiCaprio's Great Gatsby, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. I look at that as almost like an art film.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I would say I view this the same way.
Yeah.
Like the story was great, but
Hmm.
as someone who like really appreciates just like the costuming and the
Yeah.
set design and the props and everything, it was like, whoa,
Yeah.
that was stunning.
Yeah.
Like,
The headpieces or the things that sculpted around her face, the dresses,
yes. Even
the
the
just
models that I forget, this is horrible, but the guy who played the main character, what is that actor's
who
name? He's been
Oscar, not Oscar, uh,
That might
Isaac,
be right.
Oscar
Oscar
Isaac.
Isaac. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right. But Oscar Isaac, the models that he worked on when he
Oh
was
yes.
initially trying to figure out like how to go in from the back, I
Yeah.
guess, to access the heart. I'm not sure. I
Hmm.
still can't remember exactly what he's trying to access, but like those were incredible. And
Hmm.
those were probably like actually there. It wasn't like
Yeah.
CGI or something, and those were stunning. Like,
Hmm.
oh,
All of
yeah.
the what they call like the MacGuffin, so different tools and inventions that he was using. Yeah, they're really cool. But I think Del Toro does a great job with all his movies with those things, and he's a uh, practical. Uh, why am I
Like
forgetting? It's sort of late, but
director. I don't
maybe
know.
not like CGI, but like practical
Mm.
effects.
Mm.
Like real, like you were saying, like real models, real things that the actors can touch and interact with. He's great about that.
And I love that. I feel like that is so lacking in movies today. I'm
Hmm.
so over the CGI. I've got to tell you, like,
Same,
I'm so
same.
over it. And now we're heading in the direction where we're going to have like AI actors. And I'm like, what is the point? Like,
Yeah.
this is not human at this point, you know?
Yes.
Like, we're losing everything that made storytelling unique. It's
Yeah.
the same thing where people are like anti AI and writing. It's like, you're not getting a story from a human. It doesn't have that unique human touch. It never will. It's not the
Right.
same. It's
Right.
regurgitating. It's like going off of a formula, you know? And
Yeah.
like one of my favorite movies is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Have you ever seen that?
It's
It's
been a
like
long time, but
it
yes.
is very out there, okay?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
just love that the whole thing, you can tell everything is real.
Right.
Like they
Right.
do this whole choreographed routine, which is like incredible. The dancing in that movie is so freaking good. But
Hmm.
anyways, they do this whole routine in like this candy factory, and I just love that scene because they're like bobbing and weaving through railings and stuff. And like you're not gonna get that with CGI. You
No.
can't replicate it with CGI. It's never gonna
Hmm.
be. Anyways, I'm going on a major tangent. I gotta save it for our rank stream. I gotta save it. You know what we should do? We
Yes.
should bring like we should come prepared with our own favorites for one. We could
Absolutely.
maybe do this twice, but that's what I think we should do. We should bring ones that are like cannot miss, you know? You know
Yes.
how people do okay, in my questionnaire, one of the
Yes.
questions was like I want to do a hear me out cake stream, the hear me
Hmm.
out cakes. We should do like a hear me out film cake where it's like hear me out.
Definitely.
This is one of the best movies ever made. Like we were talking about
Hmm.
Atlantis and Treasure
Yeah.
Planet that don't
Yes.
get their flowers.
Yes.
Hear me out.
Yep.
Like
I
fire.
agree.
Okay.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
that would be really fun.
And
That would be really fun.
the only part that's going to be sucky is I can already tell we have similar tastes. So
Yeah.
like we are going to be like agreeing everything like on everything. So it'll be interesting what we disagree on because that will be the real like spicy moment. But we have the same vibe, same taste on everything
Yeah.
we're talking about. But I will say the fact that you brought up Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, that would not have been something that I would have added to the mix. So you'll have some good,
See?
I mean, plenty
I
of good
think,
ones.
I think it'd be kind of cool. And
Yeah.
listen, if we're worried about being too similar, because I do think that that is a valid, like, it may happen, we
Hmm.
can just bring in the rest of Blacklisted. Because
That's true.
I feel like, if anything, and I say this with love, I feel like
Yes.
Tia could poke some holes and be like,
Girl, she's had the most striking takes out of all of us, and I love
yes,
them because I'm
sh-
like, this is why you're perfect for the group because you add in the takes, and
Exactly.
I'm just like, I was not prepared for this, Tia.
And so I'm just saying, like, that could be a way to combat that. We bring in
Yeah.
all of Blacklisted, and then
Hmm.
we get some different perspectives. But
Yes.
just saying.
I'm down. I'm down. Sold, and I will easily convince the other blacklisted members to do it. I think they would be
Yes.
totally
So
down to do
hard.
that.
It'd just be so fun.
I think so. We do have a lot of support for all of these ideas. We
Good.
have, I think,
Good.
5 stragglers in the chat who are just like pounding away at the keys, and I'm loving it.
Listen, some of these people in the chat are just MVPs.
Yeah, they really are.
MVPs.
Yeah.
Like gold stars for all of you.
Christina,
They are
Sarita,
always
we're looking
yes.
at you. Felicity.
Felicity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I feel like, don't hate me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Felicity is probably new to the Blacklisted channel because I haven't seen the handle from what I can remember. But I mean, honestly, you're killing it. So you're welcome to join us. I hope you subscribe because you need to be more in our chats. Like,
Yes, Felicity
legit.
is awesome. Felicity's
Yeah.
such a sweetheart. Speaking of, Felicity dressed up as Elena, I believe is how you say her name, from Zorro. Did you ever watch Zorro? For Halloween,
Like
she
the
was.
original ones?
So
Which
to me,
one?
my original is the one with Antonio Banderas, which is not
Yes.
the original, but like
Yeah.
that's my original.
Yes.
Um, and
Um,
Catherine Zeta Jones and stuff.
and I feel bad because Anthony Hopkins was playing a Latin American guy.
Mm,
So it sucks, but he's Anthony Hopkins and he can play any role. And he wasn't really trying to like do horrible accents. He wasn't doing an accent out at all. He was just speaking
mm,
as if he was himself, which I appreciated.
yeah.
That's the only sticky part, but he did so good job, like such a good job. I actually watched that maybe like 2 weeks ago. Like I rented it because I was really, that's one of my mom's favorite movies. So I
Oh,
go back to
really?
that.
Oh, that's
That
awesome.
and Tombstone. I don't know why those two sort of Western themed movies are one of her favorites. But yeah, the Anthony Hopkins, Antonio Banderas movie is perfect.
Yeah, I think Anthony Hopkins, I had to Google for a minute. Like, I know him by sight, but like
Mm,
sometimes I'm not as great with names, right?
yeah.
And I was like, I think the one I initially watched too, because I watched this as a kid, like
Hmm.
as a child. And
Hmm.
I think I watched there were like two, weren't they? Wasn't there like a sequel?
There was, yep.
Yeah, I think I watched the second one first
Okay,
because the
okay.
one that didn't have Anthony Hopkins in it was the
Mm,
first one I saw.
okay.
And then when I went back and watched the first, I was like, "Who's this guy?" Like,
Yes.
what the heck? So,
Yep. No,
um,
that's totally fair.
yeah, I get it.
But yeah, even back then, like they haven't had him in dark makeup. It wasn't like, once again, it wasn't blackface or brown face or anything like. I feel like they did it somewhat tastefully. I'm not a Latin American or someone from Latin America, so I won't be the judge on that. But like I said, I think he did a solid acting job, if I say so myself. And I think I'm sensitive to that kind of stuff. But he was in the
Yeah.
first one. I thought he did great, and that is my original Zorro. But I'll have to watch the sequel. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a long
That's
time
the
since
one I
I've seen.
watched first, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Interesting. Okay, we gotta go.
I'm sorry. We just kept going and going and going, and I'm sorry, DW,
But
because
I
I was
love
not
this because
helping.
you made this like a legit traditional blacklisted stream where we plan on like 1 minute, 1 hour, 45 to 2 hours, and we go for like 2.5 hours. Like this
Oh
has
my
been a solid blacklisted stream. Sorry, Dami. Sorry, Ash. Sorry, Tia. Move over because Evelyn's the 5th member of the group.
I'll take it. Put me in the back as a backup dancer. I'll do my
Yes.
thing. Like no, I love it. This has genuinely been so fun. And
Mhm.
I mean it when I say like it's not always, and I love everyone I've streamed with. So this is not knocking anyone I've streamed with. It's just it's not always as easy,
Mhm.
to like come in and feel at ease with someone like
Yeah,
so quickly,
yeah,
And I
yeah.
was definitely a little anxious at the beginning, but I feel
Of
like
course.
within like 5 minutes, I warmed right up because you just
Mhm.
have this very unique, like calming and very like to me, it just feels very accepting kind of like energy, right? Where I
Mhm.
don't feel like I need to necessarily think too much about what I'm saying,
Yeah, yeah.
Like I just feel like we were able to bounce off each other so easily, and this has just been genuinely such a pleasure. So,
Literally back at you. I was not nervous at all because I'm good on vibes. I'm a Pisces, good with intuition. I'm like, Evelyn's my girl. I'm going in this. We're gonna have fun. But I totally get it because I've had that experience with other people. Even like Cody, who I love watching him, but I was sort of nervous on his stream. So I get it.
yeah,
But girl,
same.
we got each other. I got your back.
Yeah,
Um,
same. Same.
literally, this has been. I mean, I'm gonna say it. This been the most fun ever. Sorry, previous host, you got to come back and
Redeem yourselves. You got to
redeem
compete.
yourself. Yes,
Compete for the top spot, Listen,
Evelyn
you got to
set a new standard.
keep it competitive. No, I'm kidding. I'm teasing.
Yeah, but I
No, it's
do
been so
want to encourage other people to do like crossovers. I feel like
Mhm.
other old school YouTubers used to do like collabs and where they would like actually make like videos like back then I guess it was like pranks, but like old
Mhm.
school collabs going on other channels and doing sort of like new stuff or like mixing it up every time or every now and then. I
Yeah.
think is great.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's just like so cool to see the community working together to like lift
Hmm.
each other up, even if it's not in any like it's not like we did anything tonight that was like groundbreaking,
Right.
but I cannot even tell you, it's just so nice. I feel like lifted up just by having the goofy conversations about Nickelodeon, and
Hmm.
being able
Hmm.
to just laugh a bit in this crazy world we're in right now and stuff,
Agree.
And yeah, so it's really cool to see everyone kind of like come together and like mesh so well and
Hmm.
yeah, just laugh and have good times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, y'all were blessed in the chat to witness Evelyn on our channel. This has
and
been a
to see
pleasure.
DW on my channel, okay? Y'all were blessed over there too. Like it's just been blessings all around tonight.
For real, for real. I
Mhm.
do have Evelyn's links below, but Evelyn, if you have anything coming up, if you want to plug anything, let the people know what's happening.
All right, all right, all right.
Mm,
I have Lord of the Rings trivia tomorrow night. I'm
yes.
glad you said something because I forgot about that for a hot minute. I do have Lord of the Rings trivia, and it may or may not be hosted by a guest host.
Ooh.
If you feel me, so I have Lord
Uh-huh.
of the Rings trivia on Sunday. I'm actually going to be on Sarah Jane's channel for her first ever group stream, like or guest stream.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah Jane and I are actually in real life writing buddies. We write together about every other week, so that'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to like supporting her in that first like step into doing streams with others. So that'll be cool. And then in December, I am hopefully gonna have Gru come back for a special mission with Santa. So I actually you can see my Santa suit hanging up back there. So as long as I can pull it off, that will happen in early December sometime. But like I said, I have to be somewhat flexible in December, so I'm just trying to figure out like the one moment that I can make that work. So that may be more of like a last minute, it's thrown up last minute kind of thing. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm just hanging, chilling on YouTube with the buddies.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Perfect. Yeah, Evelyn is a busy girl on the internet and off the internet, but literally everything you do is just a fun time. It's perfect. I love it. So I can't wait for tomorrow's stream because I am a Lord of the Rings movie buff, not the books. So we'll
Mhm.
see if I actually deliver. Is it book or movie
So most
based?
of it will probably be movie related,
Okay.
to be honest.
Okay.
I do have a category that's like so. Remember how I don't know if you saw my Twilight one, but for Twilight I did like
Mhm.
5 subcategories. I'm
Yeah.
doing the same thing for Lord of the Rings, except as of right now I have 6
Yeah.
subcategories because it's the lore is deep in that. Yeah,
Mhm.
listen, Felicity is going to compete with you on that. I'm not going to lie. Felicity
All
is
right. We'll
like
see.
you will have some competition.
Uh-huh.
But I believe in you, DW. I think you could take her on. It'll just be an interesting match
Yeah.
because she has been waiting with bated breath. But one of the categories will be like book only trivia, just
Hmm.
because if anyone does come into it with the expectation of it being book trivia, I didn't want them to feel like screwed over.
Yeah, that's fair.
But most of it'll probably be like movie. I'm trying to keep a lot of the questions to things that like where it wouldn't matter as much. Like it could
Hmm.
be either, I'm trying to pick like more general questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, there will be one like book only category. But the rest I think you'll be okay if you just watch the movies.
Okay. Too late, Felicity.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a battle. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm kidding. Felicity's gonna beat my ass in that
I don't
trivia.
know. You never know. I'm just saying, if you know
It's
your
one
Lord
of
of the
my
Rings.
I do. It's one of my like calming things that I put on, definitely for the soundtrack, but also just for everyone's voice acting, or voices while they're acting. But yeah, I can't wait for that.
It's gonna be a fun
Um,
time.
But yes, this has been fun. We will let everyone go to have a great night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. But thanks everyone for joining us. The best time ever. I can't wait to do this again. So we'll see you on the next stream, next collab, and of course over on Evelyn's channel. You guys have a good night.
Bye, guys.